Hi guys, it's your girl T here, back with another Sunday video. I thought I would do something a little bit different today. It is Mary Kay Day. However, I thought that I would share my Mary Kay story and just shed a little light onto how I got into Mary Kay so that you can see the progression of how it started for me, and maybe this will help some of you decide if sales or whatever, something that you never expected to do is for you, or it might just be a fun story for you to hear. So, you guys all know I'm single mom. I have two boys. One is 17 and one is 3 years old. When I originally had started in Mary Kay, I only had my first son, who was in and around 13 at the time. And what had happened is I decided my girlfriend was having a Mary Kay party and she asked me to come. And I kind of dreaded the idea. I thought it was so irritating that I had to go to a Mary Kay party, because in my mind I was like, ew, Mary Kay's for old ladies, and which I've heard so many times now that I've been to people's houses. And I thought, this is annoying, they're just gonna try and make me buy stuff. I only wear young people brands, I don't wear a Mary Kay. I had all these preconceived notions about Mary Kay before I went to the party. So when I went to the party, because I wanted to support my girlfriend, she's one of my closest friends, and so I was like, I'll come, but I'm not buying anything. First of all, I have to support two children, and second of all, I just went in with the attitude like, you're not going to sell me, I know what's up. So the lady who was teaching my class was phenomenal. She went through everything. She told us to put stuff on our face. I refused to do anything. I was like, I'm just here for my friend. I'm not doing any of the stuff you ask us to do. I'll just watch and support. And she was like, okay, no problem. And at the end, when she told us a little bit about herself, it turned out that she was a single mom with 4 kids. And no, she doesn't have 4 kids, 3 kids, sorry. And she used Mary Kay as her full-time income. And it blew my mind. I always had thought people do Mary Kay for fun or as a side job. I never assumed that somebody would do it full time. I expected there to be 2 or 3 people who had made it and had went high up in the Mary Kay ranks, but I never assumed that it would be somebody that I knew. So when she said that to me, that she had 3 kids and she was fully supporting them on Mary Kay, it was hard for me to believe. So I kind of grilled her. Well, first of all, let me start by saying at the end, everybody's faces looked so wonderful after they put all the product on. I told her I wanted to do everything. So she was gracious enough to do a mini skincare class with me, which I loved everything, and I decided I wanted it all. And I also asked her to break down how she supports children on Mary Kay, and she did. And when she told me how much she made, I did not believe her. I thought that she was just making it up to dazzle me, and I was like, there's no way that you possibly make that much doing Mary Kay. And then she proved it to me, and my face literally dropped, and I was like, okay, we need to have a sit down and discuss how I get into this and how I make that much money. So at the time, I was with my boyfriend, who we're not together anymore, but he was very supportive of me with the Mary Kay. He says, oh, whatever you want at the party, I'll buy for you. So I phoned him and told him I want everything. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll pay for it for you. And he actually helped invest in my first starter kit for me, which was $100. It wasn't much, but when you're working at a 9 to 5 job and your paychecks are this big, but your expenses are this big, $100 is a big deal. So he helped me with my starter kit. He also helped me with a couple of the products that I wanted to use to start selling, which was really helpful. But the point of the matter is, I did all the work myself. I recruited clients. I invested in using only Mary Kay. Actually, a funny story, when I first started doing Mary Kay, I was like, okay, I'll sell Mary Kay, but I use the certain things that I use, to my director, who was the lady I was telling you about before. And she's like, okay, it's just going to make it harder for you because you're selling something, but you're wearing something else. So I did use a lot of Mary Kay stuff, but I would go out with lip gloss from other brands and people would say, oh, I love your lip gloss. Where'd you get it from? And I would tell them. And then they were like, but don't you sell Mary Kay? And I was like, yeah, but I like other companies' lip glosses. They were like, oh, okay, can you tell me the brand? And that basically would send my sale off to another company. At the time, I was a little bit ignorant and I didn't realize that. So eventually, over a couple of times of this happening, I'm like, oh, if I actually wear things from what the line that I'm selling and they ask me where it's from, I can tell them and then they can buy it off of me, which is, you're your own brand. So it made sense. So eventually, when I was working at my job, I worked my job for a long time and I did Mary Kay on the side, and then I started to take it seriously and I put a lot of effort in and I built a big clientele. And so that's where I am at today. I am not a director as yet. I will be. I'm working on that right now. However, I do have a healthy clientele and I do sell Mary Kay to a lot of women, and it has made me a very substantial income, and I love it. I love not only the income you make, it's the growth opportunity, it's the fact that Mary Kay herself, the owner of the company, is very, very, very invested in helping women, changing women, and making women believe in themselves, which I am 100% behind. That is the reason that I push so hard on anything to do with mental health, existential health, anything to do with getting women ahead is my number one focus, because I know what it's like to be your number one person that you depend on, to be the only person that you can depend on, and to have big responsibilities to take care of. So for me, this opportunity was not something that I accepted wholeheartedly in the beginning, but it has changed me for the 100% better. And I hope and pray that whatever you choose to do in life, doesn't have to be Mary Kay, obviously, it can be whatever you choose to be, is enriching your life and adding to your life, because that is what this opportunity did for me. And I will continue to do my best to help women as much as possible, because we are strong, we are beautiful, and we deserve the best. I apologize about the lighting. I'm in my car. I'm just doing this video off the top because I decided to scrap the product video this week and just tell you guys a little bit of how I started, so you know when you're watching my videos that's who I am and where I came from. If you have any comments or questions, you know to do that below. I'll be back with inspired videos this week. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Tea time, and we out.